my name.
DeOndre.
DeOndre.
DeOndre. DeOndre.
DeOndre.
DeOndre.
DeOndre.
DeOndre. The one and only.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out.
All right, guys. I got another story here, and it is annoying. Very, very, very annoying. I really can't stand doing this type of shit, but you know, it keeps coming across my desk and I keep having to, I'm just drawn to it, right? Like a moth to a flame, you know? And so I got to talk about it. It keeps happening. There has been this uptick of cringe content. I already told you guys how I feel about cringe content. I really, really don't fuck with it. People continue to want to make it, and it all results from these fucking pranks. The latest prank that I'm talking about is this viral TikTok that went out, you know, a few days ago in regards to these kids, you know, out in London who are walking into random people's houses. It's went crazy viral. So here's a video. Right off the bat, you see, before I even show you the rest of it, it's only like a 46-second video or whatever the case. It's not really that long. But before I even show you the rest of it, as you can clearly see, there's a TikTok of this guy by the name of Secret Mizzy. He is just, you know, some random TikToker, man. And he decides to walk into this random person's house, right? Now, as you literally just saw, him and his friends literally just open the gate to this random house. The woman, you know, is you know, gardening or cleaning up outside the house, and he just decides to just walk the fuck right in to the house. Just lets himself right in, right? Even though the door is open, which doesn't fucking matter, he's just gonna let himself right in the house.
James, come to the front door right now, please.
James.
James.
Hi. You man, come.
Hello, James.
We need to speak to James.
James.
Hi.
James.
Is this where the study group is?
No. What door number is this?
They go in to the house, right, which is breaking and entering. They go into the house, and the wife calls out James, okay? The wife calls out to her husband and says, hey, like, you know, James, can you come to the door, please? James comes from downstairs, and he sees these guys, these random dudes, doesn't know them from a can of paint, is like, yo, what? He looks, I mean, you can see the look of concern on his face the second he comes into the video, right? He's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And so TikToker here says, hey, is this where the study group is, right? So I'm assuming like he's talking about like, you know, something for school or something like that, right? Because he looks like he's like, they're all still in school, like they're of school age, right? They look a little young. The whole gist of this prank is basically to walk up in the house and, you know, basically say, oh yeah, I'm lost. I thought it was this place. I thought I was at this place. Oh, my bad. But you knew the entire time what you were doing. You know what I mean? And so this dude is like, all right, like, you know, y'all got to get the fuck out of my house.
Study group. Wait, this is not where the study group is.
got kids, man.
Oh, you got kids? Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought this was the study group. I actually thought. Ain't this the study group?
So not only does he walk up into the man's crib, he then decides to plop down, put his feet up, and get mad comfortable for a second. You know, he realizes, okay, yeah, let me actually get my ass the fuck up out of here because they might actually call the cops on me. And then they're like, yo, the guy, James, is saying, hey, yo, I got kids, yo. They did try to, you know, leave the house and everything and all of that. There has been a huge debate on social media in regards to this video. And that's really what I kind of want to, you know, talk about, right? Rather than this content being just the bane of my existence and just how, you know, just unbecoming and just super, super low down and trashy this kind of stuff is, you know, no matter the age, right? Because, I mean, they seem to be super young, but, you know, also I've seen older people do, you know, dumbass shit like this too. So, you know, no one is exempt from, you know, from me having to talk about this, okay? You know, when does a video go too far? This is literally breaking and entering, all right? They did not invite you into their home. They don't even know you, They don't know y'all. And y'all know what y'all doing is wrong, because the whole point of a prank is to do some fuck shit and then get and capture the person's response that you're doing it to. It wouldn't be, you know, a prank if the underlying thing here was that you were doing something right. That wouldn't be a prank, right? The whole thing about a prank is to do something wrong and catch the person's reaction to what you're doing. So you know what you were doing is wrong inherently. And you know, this whole debate that's going on social media, you know, is really in regards to them. These guys, you know, this TikToker in particular is no stranger to doing stupid shit for views. The debate is, did their last prank really go too far, right? Having did other, you know, controversial things to gain likes and followers, because that's always what this is about, to really gain attention, likes, followers, right? Money, clout, whatever the hell. It's normally something like that. Walking into a stranger's home seems to be the next, I guess, trend that is going to try to be put out there on TikTok, possibly, because we all know TikTok is just the birthplace of stupid ass trends. Is this going to be something that happens in the future? And so obviously, as I'm saying, just to kind of recap on the video starts with these three boys, all right, with these, you know, these boys saying that they were planning to walk into the random house. As the video goes, you see them open the gate, walk past this woman doing, you know, doing chores around the house, and they go upstairs right into the front door. The woman calls out to her husband. The husband comes upstairs and he, you know, asks them to leave. The TikToker decided to have a little look-see around the house, have a little, you know, make himself a cup of coffee for a second, and decide to, you know, chill out on the couch in the living room and make himself comfortable before he finally walked out of the house. I'm also not naive, and I also know that there's a lot of skits out there. There's a lot of stuff out there that is put out there to seem real, but it's actually all scripted, or it's actually all fake. I'm very well aware of that. The original video was captioned hashtag Mizzy, hashtag fake situation, and hashtag blow this up. Essentially, the hashtag fake situation is saying that it's possibly something that was already, you know, a skit, right? It was already something that was talked about with everybody in the video, but I highly doubt that. Now, since the video was posted, it's been viewed, you know, well over 1.5 million times on TikTok. It's also been shared across other platforms like Twitter and Instagram. And, you know, obviously people have a lot to say about this. One person wrote on Twitter, you know, to be fair, I would have known they're just messing around for social media, but I still would have wiped the floor with them. Another person said, so people are filming themselves doing crimes. Pretty sure breaking and entering, even if the door is open, is a big old offense. And the third person said, best keep your doors locked at all times. Just to add my 2 cents in on this whole debate, is that, you know, this shit isn't funny, man, nor is it entertaining. I've said that multiple times about these prank channels and about these prank content creators and just these stupid things that I see on the internet that people do for clout and views. It's annoying. It's stupid. It makes absolutely no sense, you know, why people do that. Now, in this particular case, you could probably make a case and excuse for them and say that, oh, they're young, they're, you know, young and dumb, they don't know what they're doing, and, you know, this is just what happens when they're kids. Yeah, I understand that, but at the end of the day, they knew what they were doing was wrong. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can't just break into someone's home just for the sake of a TikTok video. That's not cool. I don't care who you are. And if they would have decided to do something to these kids, if this is a real situation, which I'm assuming that it is, if this is a real situation, you know, that dude James would have had every right to whoop their ass and, you know, call the cops or do whatever the fuck he felt like he had to do in that situation to protect himself and his family. Again, you know, these TikTok trends and these, you know, these other stupid ass pranks out here, man, have got to stop. It has got to stop. It is honestly one of the most, you know, just downright really dangerous things that people can engage in. As I've stated before, okay, I've already made several videos about this, but, you know, people have gotten shot, killed, stabbed, murdered, like all kind of stuff in regards to, you know, these pranks, man, as a result of these pranks. These pranks are not funny. They're not entertaining. They're not cool. They're just attention grabbers and clout chasing attempts to try to be famous or whatever. Like, that's really all it is, or try to get some type of, you know, money out of it or recognition out of it. There's really no end to this. And that's really my fear, is that this is going to become way worse than it has to be. Because at what point do we say enough is enough? I said the same thing in the last video I made about a prank. When is enough enough? Why do we keep feeling like we got to keep trying to push, you know, push the limit on these pranks? You guys are doing legitimate crimes as pranks. And just because you have a camera present doesn't make it any less of a crime. Like, if I held a gun up to your head and say, hey, give me all your money, but I got my phone out right before you call the cops. Oh no, it's just a prank, it's just a prank. See, it's just a prank, bro. See, it's on my TikTok. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at what point do we say, yo, enough is enough? Like, we gotta chill the fuck out. And I really don't say we, because I really don't include myself in that bullshit, because that's cringe. As a collective, man, like, if you call yourself a content creator, man, at some point you gotta have a goddamn switch to say, yo, no, I can't do any more of this. A lot of people may say that they're young, you know, they're dumb, which they definitely are. You know, they definitely seem to be, you know, some young whippersnappers. But again, you know, like, this is ridiculous. Because if they had called the cops on y'all and y'all had gotten, you know, I'm not sure, you know, how shit would be handled out there in London, but I'm pretty sure it would be handled the same way here, right? Like, y'all would probably get, you know, arrested, and then your parents would have probably had to come and bail y'all ass out. And it would have been on your record, and it would have been, you know, a fine or something like that. Like, it would have been something crazy had they decided to go that route or do something worse. Who knows? Anyway, man, I just wanted to kind of speak on that, man, because, you know, I just thought it was very, very interesting. And it's just annoying seeing this shit all the time. Figured, hey, why not? You know, the audacity of it was so crazy that I just had to come in and show you guys, man. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Stay lit, believe in God, believe in yourself. Everything else will work out for itself, man. Peace.